We're here at the Gallery Borghese in Rome, and today we're looking at a beautiful piece created by Gian Lorenzo Bernini. Right, Sydney?
That is correct. Today we're looking at the statue of Apollo and Daphne. It's a gorgeous 8-foot rendition of the legendary myth of Apollo and his unrequited love, Daphne.
Or so it goes. This was commissioned by Cardinal Scipione Borghese to replace Bernini's other statue, The Rape of Persephone.
Yikes! Not to mention the base is engraved with a couplet composed by yet another cardinal, Maffeo Barberini.
Enough of these eenies.
I agree! Getting back to the couplet, it says, "Those who love to pursue fleeting forms of pleasure, in the end find only leaves and bitter berries in their hands."
Oh, geez. It's quite obvious that this message is one that can be easily translated over to the statue at hand.
I couldn't agree more.
As we stated earlier, the statue depicts the myth of Apollo and Daphne. In Greek mythology, the legend begins with Apollo, who was the god of light. He was known to pull the sun across the sky every day, along with being the god of poetry, art, music, and archery.
I can see he had a full-time job.
He sure had his hands full.
So, Apollo had insulted Eros, who we would commonly know now as Cupid. He decided the best course of action was to get his revenge.
And he got his revenge. Cupid fashioned 2 arrows, one made out of gold and one made out of lead. He shot the gold arrow at Apollo, making him fall completely in love with the wood nymph Daphne. He shot Daphne with the lead arrow, making her completely disgusted with Apollo.
I would be too.
Oof. Now the thing about Daphne is she had dedicated her life to being a virgin and an unmarried woman, which were important virtues to her.
So naturally, fleeing Apollo's looming advances was the most necessary course of action. Unfortunately, she was no match for the god of desire. With one quick shove, he mischievously helped Apollo catch up to the frantic Daphne.
Quickly sending a prayer for help, her father, the river god, responded by using the power of metamorphosis to transform her into a laurel tree to save her from the grasp of Apollo.
You heard it here. Daphne would refuse Apollo's advances so badly that she sacrificed her body to become a tree.
It's such a sad, sad story. But amazingly enough, this moment of transformation is what Bernini was actually able to capture in his masterpiece.
Yes, you can see some of these intricate details throughout the piece. On the top of the sculpture, several leaves are shown sprouting from her fingers as she is metamorphosizing. Not to mention, her feet are already rooted in the ground. It's almost as though this alone, Bernini was solidifying her transformation of there no returning back after becoming a laurel tree.
Sydney, it's such a tragic scene.
So tragic.
But what I really love about this piece is the amount of small details Bernini has placed throughout the sculpture, especially in this flying drapery that wraps around them, and the laurel tree that separates their bodies. It's so hard to imagine the amount of technique that must have been used to create a carving like this one.
And to only think he was 25 when he created this.